What's up, the war within? How's it going? It's Corey. It's been a long time. I apologize sincerely for that as well. Whew, man, I could fill the room up right now with excuses. But all I can really say and tell you guys is that life got really hectic. I moved in with a new group of individuals, and to my own, I guess, demise, I was not very confident in filming there for some reason. Just a bit of insecurity on my part. Maybe it was a fact that I just didn't feel comfortable there, and that actually ended up turning into me moving again. So that's 3 moves within the last 4 months. It's been crazy, on top of a bunch of other stuff. But I'll tell you what, like I talk about in the video series that you guys have seen so far, man, some of the biggest stuff that I've learned with stress is to just let stress come at me and be able to try to manipulate it and transform it into the best possible outcome for myself. Stress isn't going to go away, nor do I want it to, and I don't want it for anybody else. I really believe that struggle creates growth. Now it's just minimizing the type of struggle that you have to go through. These volatile peaks and lulls, just climbing these arduous mountains just to get to a point where you're going down a very steep, slippery slope. That's not what we want to see. We do want to see a nice, easy curvature. That's why I really preach meditation. When I meditate, I feel like these struggles come and they teach me lessons, and I can handle it a lot better as well. And also, like I talked about before too, my jiu-jitsu, it really helps out with being able to manage and mitigate. I've added a few more things to my life. I'm sure I'm going to get into that as I start to peak back up. But what I really wanted to talk about today, well, mainly I just wanted to get on here and I wanted to say what's up. I wanted to get back in front of the camera and get my confidence back. Hopefully get some viewership up as well. But I did want to show you guys this little medal here. I got for competing in that triathlon that I did back in June. And I also wanted to, I guess, brag a little bit as well. Let's see, I came in second place in my division on that triathlon, and I superseded my expectations of myself. It was a testy course, by the way, and what I mean by that is it was way more mountainous, way more vertical than I had thought that I was going to face. I literally thought that I was going to face a more flat terrain. Some people had told me that it's a little hilly. And by little hilly, I guess they meant there's a shit ton of mountains there that you have to run around. So that was interesting on the bike. Well, yeah, I sure as shit didn't expect to be placed on the podium that day, but I was presented with a fine bottle of wine, although I don't drink. So it's sitting around here somewhere as my decor with a second place logo on it. Let's get into it a little bit. Let me tell you a little bit about the triathlon and some things that I learned. Ooh, man, there was a point, especially during the swim, where I was really doubting the gear choice that I had made. The water was like, it was easily 10 degrees warmer than I was used to training in. And about 5 minutes in, when my body started to warm up and it started to think it was back in the other situation of a 10-degree cooler environment, and I started to overheat and I started to panic. And I just remember telling myself, once I saw that panic set in, to just relax, race my race, and then just kind of fast forward my mind. So I fast forwarded about 3 or 4 minutes ahead because I knew that I was going to get over it. And I even told myself in that fast forward, I was like, now fast forward to getting out of the water, because you know you're going to get there. And it was just this kind of crazy mind trick that I had utilized in order to get myself in that moment of panic to realize, like, I was going to keep going and I was going to get through it, and I was going to get through this damn race. But the bike was insane. Whew, man, I was cruising. I never felt so good on the bike. I was keeping up with some veteran bicyclists of triathlon. I was doing really well there, even though those hills got to me at some point. I think I was probably like 12 miles in or so, and the hills just got to me to the point I didn't even know that we turned around at one point. I thought I still had to keep going another 10 to 15 miles, so my watch kind of screwed up on me. But anyway, like I said, I finished under 3 hours, I think 2:57. I competed at about 242 pounds, so I was in the Clydesdale category, and I was just really proud of my performance. Whew. I stopped training for triathlon directly after that. I looked at my body composition and I was like, man, I just felt kind of noodly. I felt a little loose and just too, I don't want to say too limber. It was a great rehab from just doing jiu-jitsu, getting me back into some natural movement. But I just looked at myself and I felt a little, I wasn't impressed with my body shape, if that makes sense. So I got back into lifting for a little while, rehabbed my shoulder from jiu-jitsu a little bit more. And that's what I've been doing since then is I bulked up a little bit, put some muscle mass on. Now I'm in a pretty good cut. I'm actually doing the ketogenic diet. Shout out to the ketogenic diet. Anyone who wants to get down on that, I highly recommend it. Man, my brain cognition, like my mental clarity, my cognition, everything feels pretty damn good right now, as well as losing weight. The first week, I would say, after my first keto run was pretty tough. The hunger pangs kind of showed up, especially during my recarb days, because I just wanted to continue eating carbs after those days. But you know, it's kind of weird to bounce back and forth from keto to recarb. But it's working out really well for me. I'm down 15 pounds. Hopefully I'll be getting a DEXA scan here pretty soon to see how much fat loss I've also lost and how much muscle I've retained. So I'll keep you guys posted up on that. I wanted to shoot a quick video today, like I said, just get back in the saddle, get you guys back up and informed, and to announce that I'm going to be trying to push for the podcast. I got some equipment here recently, and I got a little bit of a lineup. So we're going to be taking this to a podcast series as well, the War Within podcast. I'm going to try to video shoot that and get that on the YouTube page, and then hopefully get a page or a URL or such for iTunes, for there to just be the audio for download. So keep an eye out on that. I'm hoping within the next month to get rolling, maybe a little bit sooner. Anyway, that's that. It's me, Corey, again, just saying hi, making sure you guys are doing well with the War Within. Like I said, sorry to abandon, but I'm back. So let's do this, guys. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye.